All right, hello boys and girls. Here is our 4.1 Go Math lesson. You should have already taken your Module 3 tests and turned that into me. We are on 4.1. We are now finally done with place values. We're now going to switch gears into fractions. So please open up your Go Math books. We should be on page 115. 115. So what we're going to be doing is discussing equal parts. So it says put pattern blocks together to match the shape of a hexagon, and then it says trace the shape you made. So, all right, so everyone will get a hexagon. A hexagon is a shape that has how many sides? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A hexagon is a shape that has 6 sides where all sides are connected. I will give everybody a hexagon. I will give everybody some triangles. What you're going to do is you're going to put the triangles together to make a hexagon. My onliners, I will show you how this is done in just a second, okay? Okay, so reading the problem one more time, it says put pattern blocks together to match the shape of a hexagon and trace the shape you made. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to trace our hexagon on this paper. My onliners, you're just going to have to draw on hexagons on your paper. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So for the ones in class, you're going to put your hexagon on your paper and you're going to trace it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should look like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? All right, so then it says form a hexagon using triangles. So here are my triangles. What you're going to do is you're going to make another hexagon putting all the triangles together. So here are 2 triangles. Here's 3 triangles. 3 triangles makes a trapezoid. And then I'm going to draw that real fast. So that looks like this. Okay. Those are 3 triangles. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then you have 3 more triangles at the top. And that's, it's okay, they're not all the same size, but they are the same shape. They're all triangles. So your paper, your other hexagon should look like this. It's a hexagon and it has 6 pieces inside it. Why 6 pieces? Because there were 6 triangles. So I'm going to show you this one more time while you guys trace this. Go ahead and trace it. So you need 2 things written on your paper. You need a hexagon with no pieces, and that's a whole hexagon, and you need a hexagon cut into 6ths, which means it's cut into 6 equal parts. So here's my 1 whole hexagon, and here's my 6th hexagon. 1, 2, 3. It's really hard doing this while my hand is up, but you get the idea. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then 6. Okay, so they just basically want you to cut up a hexagon into 6 equal parts. Okay, all right. Okay, for my onliners, I'm going to show you how to draw a hexagon that's cut into 6 equal parts without the shapes. So you need to draw the top part. That's 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Miss Yusuf, does it have to be perfect? No, it does not. Okay, and then you're going to cut it from this point to this point, and that's cut into a half. And then you're going to cut it from this point to this point. Okay, pay attention. And then you're going to cut it from this point to this point. Now we have a hexagon that's cut into 6 equal spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Voila! Okay, moving on. Let's look at, let me put the screen up a little bit. There we go. Let's look at the next page. It says the green rectangle is the whole. It can be divided into equal parts. So there are 2 halves in each part. There are 4 fourths. Each part is 1/4, or is a fourth. There are 8 eighths. Each part is a eighth, 1/8. Okay, so this is a picture of a whole. Everybody say whole.
Whole.
If you have a whole equal part that is not cut, then that's considered a whole. Have you guys ever gone and got pizza and it hasn't been cut before? That's a whole pizza. That pizza is not cut. Okay? All right. If a pizza is cut into a half, 2 equal parts, then it should look something like this. They're cut into 2 equal parts. If you have a pizza cut into fourths, then there are 4 equal parts. And if you have a pizza cut into eighths, then you have 8 equal parts. So let's say we have a party in class, and I have a pizza, and I cut it into eighths. How many pieces does each person get? 1/8. Very good. You get a eighth, which is the same as 1/8. You get 1 out of the 8 pieces. Is that right? Okay, good. All right, let's keep going. Write how many equal parts are in the whole. Write halves, fourths, or eighths to name the equal parts. So how many equal parts are there on number 1, Dustin?
2.
2. Good job. Thank you for raising your hand. There are 2 equal parts. So you are going to write 2. And if something is cut into 2 equal parts, that's called what? Halves. It says it right there. Halves. So you're going to write on the line, halves. Nothing. You don't do anything on top. I was just reading it to you. All right. What about here? How many equal parts are there here? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equal parts. So that's 8 equal parts. And that's cut into what? What is the word we're going to write? Eighths. It's right here. Eighths. E-I-G-H-T-H-S. Eighths. Okay, number 3 is cut into how many equal parts? Dustin? 4. So what is that called, Dustin? Fourths. If something is cut into 4 equal parts, then it's cut into fourths. This is pretty easy, right? Okay, I'm going to give you a minute to do number 4, 5, and 6 by yourself. Hi, so you should have already done all the way up to number 9 by yourself. Let's look at number 10. It says, draw to show halves. Explain how you know that the parts are halves. So they want you to cut this whole into a half. If I'm going to cut this whole into a half, I'm going to cut it into 2 equal parts. Very good. So I'm going to cut it into 2 equal parts. You can cut it like this. Okay, so then it says, explain how you know that the parts are halves. I know that halves have 2 equal parts. So halves have 2 equal parts. So halves have 2 equal parts. All right, for number 11, you're going to need your color pencils or crayons. I need you to take out red and blue. You're going to need red and blue. Okay, for this next problem, you're going to need a blue and a red crayon or color pencil. It says use red to color the shapes that show eighths. So the ones that show eighths, you're going to color them in red. So does this one show eighths? No, that's fourths. Does this one show eighths?
No.
That's halves. Does this one show eighths?
No.
That's fourths. Does this one show eighths?
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to color it red. Very good. Red to color the shapes that show eighths. So this is eighths, so I'm going to color it in red. Am I coloring in the whole shape? Yep. All right. Does this one show eighths? No. That's fourths. Does this one show eighths? That's halves. Does this one show eighths?
No.
That's thirds. Does this one show eighths?
Yes.
Yes. So we're going to color that in red. The next one says use blue to color in the shapes that show fourths. So blue for fourths. So let's see. Is this one cut into fourths?
Yes.
So we're coloring it
Blue.
blue.
That's green.
Is this one cut into fourths? No, that's halves. Is this one cut into fourths?
Yes.
Yes. Does this one show fourths? Yes. Color it blue.
Yeah, I'm trying to color this and just keep going.
And this is halves and this is thirds, so you just leave those blank. All right, guys, so I'm going to ask you to go ahead and do the rest by yourself. So you're going to work on, hold on. You're going to work on page 118 to 120 by yourself, and then you're going to turn that into me in the Google Classroom. If you have any questions, let me know. Have fun learning math. Bye, guys.